what is happening here?
What in the is he talking about?
But so I mean, honestly, like some of these things have actually helped us create and maintain the records that we're supposed to be maintaining. So
You're somebody who I don't recognize as a student on this campus, and you're filming and not giving a pretty decent explanation as to why.
Yeah, definitely not a student. Really rude.
Oh no.
Swearing and
what?
yeah, using the F word at me and that kind of stuff.
Stop.
Nope.
Begs the question of why are you filming inside of our building?
Well, it's mine.
What's yours?
The building.
No, it's not.
Hey everyone, I am free. It is November 21st, 2025. I'm in the city of Tacoma, here in Pierce County in the Communist Empire, Washington State, heading on over to the Tacoma Community College. If you're familiar with the taxonomy of administrative codes and whatnot in Washington State, you could quickly go to the Washington Administrative Code and find there in Title 132V as in Victor, Chapter 24, Section 130, the Public Records Index listing. And that listing is at the center of why I'm coming here today. I have had, as you might have guessed, some students reach out after seeing other stories of mine saying, hey, I went to go check this, it's not available, and I would like to get this figured out. And also unavailable, according to these students who have been apparently watching quite a bit of my stories, is the policy manual, the procedures manual for public records at the Tacoma Community College. That is required to be prominently displayed in the Public Records Office in accordance with RCW 42.56.040 and 070 is the index. So we're going to go over there and take a look at this, see what's going on, see if they're actually compliant or out of compliance, and check out the community college. I always like to check things out. Hello. Looking to inspect the procedures manual, if I could, please, and the index.
Okay, sure. You can
All
come on
right.
in.
Thanks. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too shabby.
Good,
It's
nice.
pretty nice out. Can't complain.
Yeah, it's not raining anymore.
Yeah, I know. It does seem to kind of come in for a week at a time.
Sure it does. Could you hang on just a moment? Sorry.
Oh, of course. You bet. Thanks.
Double check where that's at. I'll be right back up for you, okay?
Sure.
Hello.
Hi.
So, is this what you were looking for? I was trying to communicate with my coworker. back
No,
there.
I'm looking to inspect the records index and the procedures manual.
What kind of procedures?
The public records procedures manual that you guys have. It's supposed to be prominently displayed. I just don't know. I looked on the front desk, but it's not there, so.
So you said... I'm sorry, can you tell me that
Sure.
again?
The records index and then the procedures manual.
Records index. Is this not...
Yeah, the college's administrative code in 132B-24-130 says you have one index, and then every agency in the state's supposed to have their procedures manual.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to see where that's at. It's supposed to be, the statute says it's supposed to be prominently displayed at the central office for the public records, which obviously is here because this is where the public records office is.
Yeah. Isn't this...
That looks like that very well may be it.
Okay. Oh, so, okay.
Here, let me just step
Yeah, no
over here,
problem.
put that on the counter. And basically, every agency has to publish their procedures. And it says, and each local agency shall prominently display and make available for inspection and copying at the central office of such local agency for guidance to the public this stuff. So I'm just wanting to see.
Okay. I can ask about that as
Okay.
well. So, procedures of the. I just want to make sure the wording's correct.
Sure.
The procedures of the.
Public Records Act.
You said
Public Records Act.
Public Records Act.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, sorry about that.
Sorry.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm glad it's Friday.
Yes.
My name is Adrian Scarcella. I just got off the phone with the person in charge of our records.
Okay. Mr. Mask?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I just want to apologize. We do not have that readily, the item 30 readily available, but we can get that added to our documents that are accessible. But in the meantime, I can fill out a public request for you, and we can get it to you within 5 days.
You can get the, well, I just want to clarify because I don't want to misunderstand you.
Okay.
When you say within 5 days, are you saying get your acknowledgement of the records request within 5 days, or are you saying the actual records request?
You know what? Let me double check that wording so I don't say
Because
it.
Section 520 of the Records Act says that you have 5 days to respond to it.
Okay, let me just double check that
Sure.
wording. I don't want to say it incorrectly.
What do you do here, by the way?
I am the director of the MESA program.
MESA, okay. What's that?
It stands for Math, Engineering, Science Achievement.
Sounds like my actual favorite thing.
Really? You like STEM?
I'm a total math nerd.
Oh, really?
Love math. I love math so much. Yeah, I was inspired to go pursue a minor in math and physics
Really?
after I took Logic, Philosophy 201. Because, when you take 101, it's all just kind of very creative, kind of squishy stuff, ideas and all this.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to figure out, how do you make sense of this? And then I went to Logic, and I was like, wow, you can convert sentences to Boolean algebra
Yeah,
and
that's
then
out of my way.
prove what you're saying. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's amazing. And
Yeah.
then I just loved it after that. So
Oh, really?
total STEM nerd.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I am a STEM nerd. I'm not super into math like that,
Fair enough.
but there's people who are, right?
yeah.
And it's a special type of person. So that's super awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not some, gifted overlord of mathematics, but I'm okay at it.
Yeah,
But, there's
hey.
some people out there that are just like, I have a friend who's an astrophysicist,
Wow.
and it blows me away, like how math is like a bag of tools,
Yeah.
right? And you use one thing to solve a certain problem. But you get these people that are at the top of the game, like, astrophysicists and stuff like that, and they know all math.
Yeah.
And they're just like, well, you would use this. And I'm like, I've never even heard of that.
Yeah,
How do you
same.
know that that's the thing to use?
I have no idea.
It's incredible.
They're a special type of person.
They are.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely. Completely.
I admire them. I admire
Me too.
them, though.
Mad respect for
Yeah,
them.
we used to have an astrophysicist here on campus.
Wow.
Yeah, she was
That's
super
amazing.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I got sidetracked. So did you study, Matt? Did you say you studied it?
Well, yeah. I mean, when I first started out, before I went and, went to grad school and did all that kind of stuff, I was, of course, like most students, just trying to figure out what am I going to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Where am I
totally.
going? So you go get your Geckers done, and of course that was part of it, the 101, 201. And I was just so amazed by this that's when I decided to do that. But I still didn't know where I was going to go, and I started with structural engineering and computer science, and then I mean, I could do it, but I found statics and dynamics for engineering to be really boring.
Oh, really?
I just didn't like it.
It's one of our hardest classes for students.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's all right. I mean, just everything's a little different, so I didn't like doing it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, don't really enjoy this. What am I going to do? So then I decided to do business and took all that math and
Whoa,
put it
that's
towards.
so opposite.
The reason I did that is this, because when I was going like, okay, I just did this minor in math and physics,
Yeah.
engineering physics. So I'm like, what am I going to do with all this now? I just did all this stuff, and the counselor at the university was like, well, you should go to business and then do economics, because economics is really math heavy.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And so that's the direction I went. So I still got a computer forensics degree, but then I
that's
did all all basically business stuff after that.
Wow,
So,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's super cool. Okay, so not in the Title 132V, Chapter 24, and then you're saying
The procedures manual's not in there, which it's
Right.
supposed to be in there. And then the procedures manual's the section 40 and 4256.
okay, get the 42 feet. Gosh, how do you know all these numbers by heart?
An eidetic memory.
Really?
I have a, to be
I can't even
clear,
remember my phone number.
to be clear, I don't have a hyperthymesic. I have a what's called a semantic or a systematic
Okay.
memory. So things that are systems based,
Yeah.
like algorithms, numerical sequences, so things like that. I have a reasonable memory as it comes to text and context.
Yeah.
So what I do is I can reference things, a body of text, by like a nomenclature or an algorithm or something like that,
Wow.
and recall it that way.
Yeah.
But I don't remember verbatim all the words.
Wow,
So I can
that's
be like,
impressive.
this is the section, and the stuff's there.
Yeah.
But I can't just read a full page back to you from memory.
Right. But
But-
you can like associate it with something to recall it.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Works out
impressive.
really good in math because
Yeah,
you remember
that's
all
what I was
of the
thinking.
corollaries, theorems,
Should have went
postulates.
math. Should have been an astrophysicist. Okay, I'm gonna go double check on this. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay,
Of
cool.
course, no
I'll
problem.
be right back.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, if I could just get the procedures manual and the records index emailed to me.
Okay, so let's see. Let me just so I have that, the procedures. Are you okay if I fill this out?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Please.
Yeah, it's just the procedures manual, the index.
Okay, so I just want to make sure because I had to cut it off. So Wayne Mask, W Mask at Tacoma CC, that's a period, .edu.
Okay, cool.
Is that clear?
Yeah, no, that's
okay,
fine.
great. Okay, great.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. And I'll get this submitted here like right now.
Great.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Have a good
it's
day.
nice meeting you. Have a good day.
Likewise. Yeah,
Bye.
really great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Wow. Why can't every visit go like that? That's literally what it should be like every time. And so credit to Adrian and credit to the Tacoma Community College. Very, very professional staff here. Their administration is very polite, cordial. Yeah, sure, they didn't have that available, but they are going to get that done. So the students, I can affirm for you, there are merit to those allegations. The college is out of compliance, but they're working to get back into compliance right now. So with that being said, I'm just going to take a gander about campus, just kind of check it out while I'm here. It's kind of a lazy Friday, it looks like. So I'm just going to swap batteries, go around, check it out, and we'll go from there. Wow, this is nice. And got some board games for people. Need to get better board games though. Come on, TCC. Get some Pandemic in there. Get some Lords of Waterdeep. Get some good board games.
No cleavage. You do. No cleavage. I just said that yesterday.
Yep, you have to put a undershirt under your scrubs.
Can I help you with something?
What's that?
Can I help you with something?
Oh no, just checking things out.
Okay. Can I ask why you're walking around filming?
Yeah, just because I'm checking things out.
For what?
I can't really get into that right now.
I think you kind of need to, because it's
Ooh,
only
really?
because,
Uh-huh.
from a safety standpoint, you're somebody who I don't recognize as a student on this campus, and you're filming and not giving a pretty decent explanation as to why.
Yeah, definitely not a student.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that begs the question of why are you filming inside of our building?
Well, it's mine. It's
What's
my-
yours?
The building.
No, it's not. Belongs to Tacoma Community College, and you're not a student at Tacoma Community
Yeah, I
College.
know.
Therefore, you don't have the right to be within the building, and certainly not filming students and faculty, even in public places, inside of a building.
Gotcha. Well, it's kind of a pickle we're in.
It is kind of. So I'm trying to figure out. All I'm doing is asking you some simple questions to help you find a place that you clearly need to be going or doing. I'm not sure why you're wandering the halls and filming.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I can't really get into it. So
Okay, well, I'm gonna hang with you and then ask the campus safety officers to come and walk you around.
sure. Yeah, if you
That's
want
their
to
gig.
walk along and maybe provide a little bit of information about the campus, maybe give a guided tour while we're waiting for security to
Well,
show
I'm
up.
not gonna give a guided tour, because
okay.
that's not my job, but I can totally
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'll see me
It's
around.
Dr.
so.
Robinson. I'm on the second floor of building 13. And it'd be great if you could have somebody come and meet us in the building, because we have a gentleman here who's walking around filming with a face mask and glasses, and they'll tell me why he's here. 4. Which is fine. He won't explain why he's here and why he's filming in the hallways.
Yeah, that's all correct. It's true.
Yeah, so I figured that way he could be escorted by somebody who could answer his questions. And since I don't teach in this building, somebody who can answer them better than I can. Okay, thanks so much. I appreciate it. All right, bye. Yeah,
Are they
somebody
actually
who's-
going to have someone come over?
Yeah, somebody who's better equipped to answer questions
you-
about
you-
this building than I am.
What do you teach, by the way?
I teach in Building 10. I
What-
teach public speaking and a couple other classes.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, this is completely a 100% open public space to do this kind of speech.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's the fact that you're masked.
Yeah.
And
Kind of ironic that for
Variously-
years we had to wear a mask, and now
right, but we're
other
not now.
adults are telling me to what
and
clothes to
you're
wear and not
essentially
wear.
unidentifiable
Correct.
with the mask on.
That's exactly why I'm doing this.
Yes, but we are not allowed the same courtesy that
Correct.
you are being shown.
Because you guys are servants.
What?
Because you guys are servants.
We're not servants. We're employees of a state college.
So you're not a public servant.
I'm not a public servant to anybody. I'm an employee at a college. Public servants are usually EMS, people in the medical field, firefighters.
It's
People
any
who are
public employee
employed-
is a public servant.
I'm not going to get into semantics with you, but I will tell you that that's not accurate. So I'm,
We'll just have to
I'm
agree to
nobody's
disagree.
servant, and
No, you're the public servant. You serve the public by doing the public job that you do.
no, I disagree.
You don't serve the public.
I don't serve the public. I teach. I'm employed to teach.
It's not a bad thing, doctor.
No,
I think
understand
you're
that,
taking
but-
umbrage to it because it makes you sound like you're a slave or something. That's not what it is.
No,
It's
no, I
public
think you're
service is a good
misinterpreting
thing.
the terminology.
Is this not a public service? What is offered here?
It's a public education.
So this is not a service of educating the public.
It's an education. It's not a service.
In today's seminar on academic irony, we examine a spectacular feat of reasoning. A publicly funded communications expert who maintains that receiving a government paycheck does not make one a government employee. It is a claim so detached from reality that it deserves its own display case, an instructional relic from the moment academic training slid clean off the rails. One would imagine that degrees in communication, media studies, and leadership might confer, at minimum, an acquaintance with the meaning of the word public. Yet when confronted with the most elementary civic equation, public servant equals government employee, we witness the intellectual version of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, a catastrophic failure of structure, reasoning twisted in the wind before collapsing in perfect cinematic fashion. One must almost admire the technique, deploying advanced communication skills in the service of a position that contradicts both language and lived fact. It is the rhetorical equivalent of lecturing on physics while sprinting confidently off the edge of a pier. And here lies the paradox. Theory mastered, reality missed entirely. Fluent in analyzing cultural symbolism online, yet baffled by the origins of a taxpayer-funded salary. A masterclass not in communication, but in highly polished self-deception. Behold the refinement, a conceptual framework so delicate that even the gentlest brush with truth sends it dissolving into mist. Credentials gleaming, comprehension optional. The kind of academic flourish that reminds us titles are decorative unless anchored in understanding. And thus, the actual demonstration of communication lands here at my channel with the media. Clarity, coherence, and an uncompromising statement of fact. Just the steady articulation of reality unshaken by the winds that take lesser reasoning down.
So just
To
out of
provide a
curiosity,
service is providing somebody with Band-Aids should they need a Band-Aid. Is it providing care where they need care? Is it providing,
well, I guess we'll let the world figure that out.
I'm sorry?
We'll let the world figure that out.
We'll let the world figure that out. You actually don't have my permission to post this anywhere.
Yeah, if you read RCW 9.73.030, you'd realize I do. I already have your permission.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you go ahead and post it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do whatever you have to do. It's Dr. Polly Robinson.
There you go. See, just lean into it.
I don't have to lean into it, and I don't have to humor you.
Well, the leaning is happening one way or the other. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. My objection is the mask. The fact that he's masked in a building.
This is the education point right
students.
here. Deeply ironic that a doctor of education is being educated right now in the Constitution of the United States.
No, I'm aware of that. I remember the meeting that we had and the discussion about humoring the gentleman who feels that he's doing a public service by filming people.
A journalist. Wow.
You're not a journalist.
Well, I disagree. The First Amendment completely
No, that
disagrees.
part, yeah. That
You're a
part.
journalist, you're a journalist, we're all journalists. We're all press.
Yeah. I remember that discussion too. Right. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Bye.
Was that the postdoctoral education update?
Postdoctoral education update. What are
Yeah,
you
the one
talking
about the Constitution, the First Amendment. that kind of
Actually,
stuff.
no.
Did you literally just get back from vacation in North Korea or something? Is the communism just totally soaked into your soul and now you're just having a hard time getting back to the land of the free? Or what is happening?
What in the fuck is he talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that you are...
Oh, you dropped your bubby.
Yep. What I'm talking about is you're trying to press your beliefs, your concerns upon another grown adult in this country. That's
No,
shameful.
I'm a grown adult in this country who's teaching at an institute of higher education where we have a high number of mass shootings. You are theoretically an adult and theoretically male who's walking around a building with a mask on.
Yeah, just like you did for years.
I have every right to ask why you are doing so.
Oh, you can absolutely ask. The fact that you tried to escalate this and
I didn't try to escalate
and tried to
it.
get security involved is preposterous.
Did you misunderstand the part, or maybe I spoke it in Greek, where I said I'm going to ask an officer to walk with you and answer your questions?
The fact that you even called for security is
I am allowed
insane.
to.
Of course you're allowed to.
If you see something, say something.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
the deal.
no.
So
It
I saw
should not be
something,
like that.
and I said something.
It should not
about
be
it.
like that.
It should not be like that.
Your rude, officious behavior is simply
Have a nice day, Junior.
horrifying. Now go ahead and keep walking. I'm glad you got educated there.
Brutal, savage, wrecked.
Education never ends, doctor. And you just got one right now.
Yeah, education never ends.
Just goes to show you're never too old to learn.
Yeah, you are.
All right, so that was one of the instructors here at Tacoma Community College, just getting educated on the First Amendment of the United States of America. Apparently, she just got back from North Korea. I'm guessing. The fact that she was calling campus security is absolutely bizarre. Now, you can also hear that they had a meeting about this. And this doctor is so unwilling to accept freedom, so unwilling to abide by the education and the training that she was provided to understand better the civil liberties and rights of Americans in this country, that she had to escalate like that. Absolutely crazy.
I found the public request officer.
Oh.
Yeah, I got you.
Man,
I forgot your name.
Sorry. What's up, man? Wayne. You picked the one day that we actually left the office to go to lunch.
Sorry, you gotta eat.
Yeah, gotta eat, man. But I did, she gave me the records request, so we'll make sure we get that to you. I'll get this to you within 5 days, but I do have the number 30 stuff already.
Oh, cool.
I have like my own version. but it's got all the. We don't have many, but it's got them all with the links if you want to actually go in and read the entire thing. But this kind of breaks down what they're for.
You mind if I just take a quick look at that? I am curious.
Absolutely,
if Order
man.
11 is in there.
All right.
Almost makes it sound like one of those Star Trek Discovery episodes. What was that department? The one that was all like the secret
Star
black.
Trek?
Star Trek Discovery was like the secret
Wait,
black
which
ops.
one was Discovery?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember. I
haven't seen
I grew up with the
Star
one
Trek
with
since like
Spock.
the Wrath of Khan stuff.
You have original series?
That's how my dad was all about it.
Okay, that's cool. Because I was going to say,
Discovery's later, right?
Yeah, I mean, usually the younger people just don't even watch.
I grew up with.
I'm
Yeah,
old,
see, I'm
man,
50,
so I'm used.
so I'm
I'm
like-
51, so I'm used to the like Wrath of Khan and all that
Yes.
good stuff.
Oh,
Like
no,
the
I
movies.
love original series. Actually, I flipped those. Straight up flip. My favorite is Star Trek Voyager. I love Captain
yeah.
Janeway.
Oh, okay, I remember
I think the
Voyager.
whole idea of just getting stuck that far away and just having to battle it out and just go
Yeah.
through all of the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It was more gritty. But then I went ultra flip and I now love Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
I haven't.
Oh
seen
my
that.
gosh. Like, you know when you watch Captain Kirk and he's drop kicking people in the engine room, doing all the cool stuff, right?
Yeah.
He's just flying drop kicks, all the cool stuff you want to see. He's hanging out with the Orion slave girls and all the crazy stuff that you see in the original series. And then, if you remember Captain Pike, he was the guy in the wheelchair and he was
Oh, yeah.
burned. Remember that?
Yep.
At the end of the original series.
Okay, I remember that.
Strange New Worlds is now Captain Pike before he gets injured like that.
Oh,
So he's
so
on-
it's like, is it like a prequel kind of thing?
it's basically a prequel, which is like the most nerdtastically awesome thing ever. And they have all the violence you really wanted to see, but they couldn't put in there back in the day, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like why am I forgetting the name? It starts with a G. The lizard people. Why am I forgetting?
Oh, I know who you're talking
I know
about.
what you're talking
I
about.
know.
Gorn, the Gorn. So
I couldn't
the
remember that,
Gorn
yeah.
Oh,
are
I gotta do that.
terribly like scary now.
Oh.
They're super fast
Yeah.
and they will literally rip you limb to limb. And so now you see them getting real battles and stuff. And you're like, okay, this is just amazing. I love it.
Wait, when did this series come out?
So Strange New Worlds came out a couple years ago,
Oh,
or a few
really?
years ago.
I didn't even know they
But
came out on the
you know how it is nowadays where they put a lot of effort into episodes
Yeah.
and then it's it'll be a full year, like Slow Horses. I don't know if
Yeah.
you watch Slow Horses.
No, I didn't
Oh,
watch that.
don't-
Slow Horses? Okay.
I
it's-
see it every time I'm flipping through.
I'm telling you,
I've seen
this
it.
is like straight illegal drugs traded right out of Colombia. That's how good Slow Horses is.
Slow Horses.
It is so good. It's like so the Slow Horses are these sort of like reject
Okay, I see it.
not Secret Service, but intelligence
That one?
folk.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I saw Slow Horses and just assumed it was like a western-y kind of thing.
No, it's that one. And so have you seen it?
No, but if
Oh.
it has to do with like spy
It is. So
stuff, I'm definitely.
the Slow
I love
Horses
that.
are the rejects of the intelligence community.
Okay.
So they're the ones that have like screwed up or
Yeah.
something bad happened or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we don't want to just put you back out into the civilian world because you might say and do things that we don't want you to do.
Yeah.
So we're just going to kind of keep you in this terrible rundown building and have you do things that's basically nothing.
Yeah.
Until stuff starts happening and then they get pulled into it. So I'm telling you, between Strange New Worlds and Slow Horses,
Yeah.
Is
Okay, I'm gonna
it
check out
British? Is it a British show?
Slow Horses is British.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
It just sounds like a British name.
Oh, really? What
clever.
platform is it on?
Slow Horses is on, I think it's Amazon.
Prime, yeah, I think it's on
yeah,
Prime.
Amazon Prime and Apple TV. Okay,
But Slow Horses, or I'm sorry, but Strange New Worlds is only on Paramount Plus.
Oh, I don't have Paramount.
Yeah, I
Not that
know.
cool.
You're not that cool.
No, I'm not.
You can always get your pirate patch. I'm not saying commit crimes. I'm just saying if you always wanted to be a pirate, maybe now is the time to strike.
Get 2 patches and just start running into everything.
I have a question. I just wanted to see, because it's such a stark dichotomy between the professionalism of you two. I ran across a professor in the health building that was really rude.
Oh no.
Swearing and
Oh what?
yeah, using the F word at me and that kind of stuff.
Stop.
No, for real, got it on camera. But my question is she called security, which she can do
Right.
that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But she was like, why are you here? And I'm like, I'm just actually doing a walkthrough now. I already did my business. And so she calls security, and security squaring away, basically saying, hey, look, he has the right to be here, all that
Yep.
kind of stuff. I know a lot of people don't agree with my journalism. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
I work on things that are off the regular path for media. That's fine.
Yeah.
Judge away. But at the end of the day, I work on these stories because it's about transparency and stuff. And I was trying to explain that to her once I started talking to her a little bit more. At first, I was like, well, I just can't really get into it right now.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure where she was going with things. And then she just started getting really just heady and officious. And I'm like, why is this happening? Like, I was literally, when I walked out, I was narrating how fantastic you guys are in juxtaposition to like Olympic College, which was horrifyingly bad, and a couple others. But I like to highlight great public servants as well, and
nice.
yeah, you guys are awesome. So
We actually hired that person to make ourselves look better.
No.
They don't actually work here.
Oh, that bro.
there's Dr. Polly something. She is a public, like a speech professor.
I don't know.
Older lady.
Short hair.
I don't
short
know.
hair.
I don't know all the faculty. So.
I think I know who.
But anyways, if you could just talk to her. I mean,
Yeah.
I could hear, I couldn't hear campus security, but campus security was like, well, look, we had a meeting about this, and she starts laughing and saying, I know, we just have to humor him and all this. I'm like, well, it's fine. If you don't like what I'm doing, that's totally cool. It's your First Amendment just like everyone else's. But I was like, it just seemed like she was going out of her way just to dig, to be rude when, you know, I would be totally fine if someone was like, hey, look, I think your journalism's kind of crap. I was like, okay, fair enough. I mean, look, I can accept that. If you're going to be out in the world doing your thing, you have to accept criticism. But I just didn't think it had to be rude.
Right.
You know, because I'm not swearing at her or anything.
Yeah, I'm really sorry you experienced that.
For sure.
Yeah, if you could just let whoever needs to know. I mean, you'll see it when the story comes out.
No, we appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
We have been like, you know, when this whole thing first started, we did have a lot of stuff. Like the index, it wasn't near as built out as it is now. But so I mean, honestly, like some of these things have actually helped us create and maintain the records that we're supposed to be maintaining. So
yeah, no, that's great. And actually, if I try to tell this to a lot of people, especially records officers, not to sound condescending. I hope it does not come across like that, because that is not what I mean to do. But the index, if used appropriately, will actually decrease your work time commitment and increase your efficacy. Because a lot of times if someone's coming in to find policy X or whatever, you can just be like, because you know when someone makes a records request to you and they're maybe not clear, you have to ask for clarification.
Yeah, we always have to ask
that can drag on. I'm sure you have experienced that where you're like, I still don't understand what they're asking for. When
Please
you can
be
say,
more specific.
I know you're asking for a policy. Did you check out our index for the policies? And then they're like, oh, it's number 75. Got it. Can I get that? And all of a sudden, done in 5 minutes. That's making your life a heck of a lot easier. But also in subsection 6 of 425670, the purpose of the records index is actually really well spelled out right there. You guys, as public servants for this college, you guys can only rely on documents that are indexed if you're trying to take action against an agency. So let's say there's a disagreement, whatever that is, right? And you're like, we need to take action in this way. We're going to rely on this. It literally says if it's not indexed, you can't use that document as a form of evidence. Okay. Because basically it's your guys' way of putting out there, kind of like, you know, when somebody gets divorced, they put it out in the newspaper kind of a thing. That's to say, hey, this contract ended. Right. To be a little cold about it, but you know what I mean. Yeah. And so in this case, the index is the same thing. It's basically a notice to the public, like, look, we have given you our policy statements, interpretive statements. You're on notice. Yeah. So if you need to get it, here it is, and we can now rely on this to enforce certain actions. So it's beneficial to the college itself to have that too. So there's a real legitimate purpose. I mean, that's back when legislators actually worked. Nowadays, they are a sorrowful, lazy group of people that do horrible work. I hate to say it because I report on them all the time. Oh, no. But back then, I mean, the legislators I think they just had greater commitment to doing quality legislation. A great example of the index, the gold standard, is with the healthcare authority down in Olympia. It's I'm not saying it has to be as big as theirs, but it's like a 700-page index.
No, I saw that video when he pulled out the huge white binder. I was like,
you've seen my, okay.
I was like, oh my.
You got a white binder?
Well, no, like when you guys first started, because I think there's a few of you guys going around, right?
Well, there's me with Inland Auditing Media. There's a newer guy, Cultural Impact Alliance. He just started up a little while ago. There have been some others in Washington State. I don't know if they're still active or not. As far as I know, it's just me and Cultural Impact Alliance.
Back to this.
Last question. What's your favorite go-to food for Thanksgiving?
man.
Well, I'll say your main, your side, and your dessert.
I was gonna say apple pie for dessert, but
Well, my main, of course, is turkey,
Okay.
right? My favorite side, I make a sweet potato casserole, but not with marshmallows. I do like a pecan brown sugar crumble on top.
killing me.
Yeah,
sounds
it's
good.
so good.
That's amazing.
It's so good.
Wow.
And then dessert, pumpkin pie.
Okay.
Pumpkin cheesecake, pumpkin pie.
yeah, I'm turkey,
That's awesome.
apple pie, and I guess a side. Those little Pillsbury crescent rolls.
Oh, those are so good.
Hey,
That's
they're
so
good.
man. Yeah.
Mine is prime rib.
Ooh,
I can't- I-
Oh, that's a
I
good
just
one.
love prime
What I do
rib.
for Christmas.
Yeah, well, I love prime rib all the time.
Yeah,
So-
so good, so good.
I just don't like to change it out right there. And then cranberry sauce is my favorite side.
Yep.
Even though I know it's almost like a dessert, basically.
Do you make it from fresh cranberries?
Yeah.
Or? Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotta mash
cinnamon
it up.
sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
That's the way to go with
You
that.
should come hang out with me on
Yeah,
Thursday.
look at that.
Apparently.
And then a berry pie, usually like blackberry or huckleberry, something
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
Marionberry.
I do love
I
Marionberry.
do too. Do you put ice cream on it?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I don't know. Sometimes in the moment, I just don't feel like having ice cream.
I agree.
Because you know what, especially when you get a strong berry, like especially like Marionberry, it can be so strong that I feel like the ice cream sometimes dilutes that. But then
Yeah.
there's other times where I kind of want that.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 I will
It's just a
balance.
toss up.
Yeah. However you're feeling.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Okay,
right,
bye.
take care.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, so just met with the public records officer and Adrian again. Wow, probably the best public servants I've ever run across ever. They're just so nice, so genuine, very authentic, squared away, down to earth, wonderful people. I mean, wow, how could you not like those two people? And such a stark difference between them and Polly here. So, yeah, when you look at that kind of behavior, you realize there is hope. I mean, there are good public servants out there. And as you guys know, I like to highlight them because I don't like it to seem like everyone out there is bad. Because they're not. Yes, there are bad public servants like Dr. Pauly. But that doesn't mean the rest of these public servants are bad. And also, the just incalcitrance to the idea, the refusal to consider that she does work in public service, Dr. Pauly, as do these other ones, and that being a servant to the public is not a bad thing. It's not a dirty word. It's not slanderous or denigrating them or anything like that. It's not. It's acknowledging that, especially if you're a good public servant, that you are doing good things for the people, and the people should appreciate that. That's a good thing to have, good public service. So, with that being said, we're done here at the Tacoma Community College here in Tacoma. And I think that's going to be it for the day today. I'm actually thinking I'm coming down with a little bit of something, so we'll have to see. But regardless, that's it here for today at this story location. If you like my journalism, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that all notifications bell so you can get my stories right when they release. You can follow me on X at I.A.M Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media. And if you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you guys know what to do. You can go to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Thank you as always for watching and supporting my journalism, and I'll see you guys at the next location. Take care for now, and happy Thanksgiving. Hello again to those of you who ride with me all the way to the end. I appreciate the hardcore. This is where we connect a little deeper, as you all know. Not just through the story, but through something more reflective. The reason we do this. November is a cold month for truth in some corners. I'm going to drop some keywords to help this channel keep reaching people, but also, if you let me, some food for thought from the books and ideas that guide my work every day I bring stories to you. This is not just entertainment. This is documentation.
its philosophy, its activism, and in 2025, it's a front line. Now into the keywords. Detained without reasonable suspicion, unlawful detainment audit, no probable cause stop, Terry stop exposed, refusing to ID is not a crime, Fourth Amendment rights, illegal search and seizure, cop demands ID with no RAS, RAS versus hunch, First Amendment versus law enforcement, denied public records request, retaliation for transparency, corrupt city council exposed, records audit, misuse of public funds, school board corruption audit, hidden public meeting recordings, FOIA refusal, open meeting law violations, secret government accounts, tyrant loses lawsuit, caught lying on body cam, meltdown over camera, audit goes viral, never seen before reaction, public freakout caught on video, officer doesn't know the law, arrested for filming, again, best audit moment of the year, should this cop be fired, courthouse encounter, public works audit, utility district confrontation, police training center audit, election office audit, state agency corruption, health department audit, public university filming rights, fire marshal meltdown, federal courthouse press rights, civil disobedience, passive resistance, deontological ethics in journalism, natural law theory, social contract broken, consequentialism versus justice, ethics of filming public servants, Kantian ethics on civil rights, power versus authority, is silence protest. Now let's get into some of the philosophical readings and reflections that I think are appropriate for the month of November in 2025. From the works of Thomas Paine, from The Rights of Man, a body of men holding themselves accountable to nobody ought not to be trusted by anybody. In essence, whether it's City Hall or the Sheriff's Department, the truth remains. Unchecked power decays. If they bristle when filmed, what does that say about their view of the public? From Frederick Douglass, find out just what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found out the exact measure of injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them. In effect, the camera's not a weapon, it's a measure of what they'll tolerate and what we will not. From one of my favorites, John Stuart Mill, in his book On Liberty, the worth of a state in the long run is the worth of the individuals composing it. In essence, the more informed the citizen, the more accountable the state. Your knowledge, your recording, is the worth. And absolutely in my top shelf favorites, from Justinian I, from Corpus Juris Civilis, the digest of Justinian, quote, "What pleases the prince has the force of law, unless it displeases justice." This profound statement from an emperor who had no reason to be as sensible and measured as he was, in effect says that a badge, a gavel, and a seal, none of them override what's just. Filming exposes where that line is crossed. So I've got a little homework for you all. As you hardcore here stay to the very end, I have some questions that I like to ask, and I love to see the responses. So here's some questions for you in the month of November 2025. What's the worst public excuse you've ever heard to deny transparency? Should police be required to name the statute they're enforcing on camera? Where should the line be between public discomfort and government accountability? Has your city tried to ban public recording? Let me know down below. Which is worse, ignorance of the law or pretending you don't know it? And with that being said, I want to thank you all for staying through to the very end as always. I know I'm a day or two late here in November technically at the time of this recording, but I really appreciate you all. I really appreciate you staying to the end, and I extraordinarily appreciate your support of my work and my journalism. Thank you.